This mod review is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another mod review. Today we're going to take a look at the shelf storage mod. This mod can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website in the in-game mod hub. And while typically I reserve the weekend roundup for doing videos related to mods released on the Giants mod hub, every so often there becomes a mod that I think deserves a little closer look than we can really give during the weekend roundup. And the shelf storage mod is one of those very mods. We have three distinct shelves here. To my left, we have a shelf that stores chicken feed, horse feed, and pig feed. Then we have one that stores seed, fertilizer, and lime bags. And then finally, we have one that stores pallets of liquid fertilizer and herbicide. Let's take a look at these in the shop. Go to placeables and then miscellaneous. You're going to find we have the three stacks. We have farm products dry, farm products liquid, and animal feed shelf. So let's take a look at the farm products dry. Each of these shelves costs $6,000. This one holds 144 total pallets of product, but is limited to 48 seed, 48 lime, and 48 fertilizer pallets or big bags. Now, if you wanted to store more seed bags than 48, you're going to need additional shelves. I thought it would be pretty cool if you could store some just random combination of 144, but in this iteration of the mod, it is limited to 48 of each bag type. Are charged $5 a day for each shelf. Now, if we look at the liquid products, holds 64 pallets, 32 liquid fertilizer, and 32 liquid herbicide tanks. Just like with the farm products dry, it'd be pretty cool if we could do any combination thereof. We would have one full shelf that was fertilizer, one full shelf that was herbicide, or whatever, but we are limited to 32 of each type. Again, $5 a day. And just like the farm products dry, the animal feed shelf holds 48 of chicken, 48 of horse, and 48 bags or pallets of pig food, for a total of 144 total pallets or bags, and again is $5 a day. So how does this work? Well, actually first, let's go ahead and show you how you put one down. Let's put the liquid down, and what's really cool about this is, see, it rotates on its center of the rack, not the center of the actual mod itself. Now, this mod does not have a ground deformation capability, but what that means though is, and I'm not using Place Anywhere, I'm not using Global Company or anything. What it does mean is you can put these literally right next to each other without any issue whatsoever. Take a look at that. Can't get much closer than that, can you? So how does this work? Well, you come up here in front of the rack. You'll get in the pop-up menu how much of each fill type you have. Hit R. Oh, this is what happens when you take flight. Hit R. You'll see that we have 32 liquid fertilizer, 32 herbicide. You can see this is changing in the preview window. You can choose to eject 7 herbicide pallets, up to 7, so we can only do 1 if we want. Let's go ahead and do 7 herbicide pallets. See, they are now off the shelf, and they are literally right here behind me. 7 herbicide pallets. Same goes for our dry product shelf. Hit R, we can toggle fertilizer, lime, and seed. And we can eject up to 1, 2, and let's do 3. You'll see every time I eject a pallet, the maximum I can eject is lowered. There we go. We have 1, 2, and 3 like we just took out. And the same holds for the animal shelf. The wheat, just basically chicken feed. Oats, which is horse feed. And of course pig food, which is of course pig food. Now I will tell you one thing. I do have custom textures in for these bags. So your bags will not look like this. But what this also is telling you is that if you yourself have custom textures or you have custom bags or pallets, you can put them in here and they will display how they're supposed to display. If this didn't work, basically when I put the oats in, it would show up like the normal in-game horse food bag. That's not how it's working. It's actually referencing textures that I have versus textures that are in base game. Let's go ahead and, just for fun's sake, let's move one of these pallets of liquid over to this other rack. Really like the ability of how you can stack these so close together. Does mean you really need to find a flat area of ground, put them down on. But with Farm Sim's 19 landscaping feature, that shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Just get them close and they just pop in where they're supposed to be. Put them back in. Shoving them in like that. There you go, guys. That is the shelf storage shelf mod. Sorry, I temporarily blanked out on what the mod was called. That is the storage shelf mod by GTX. Again, it can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com mod hub or in the in-game mod hub. This mod is for PC only because it does have scripts that are involved. This will be great for the player that likes to have bags or pallets of product as opposed to dealing in bulk. And have these stored nice and neat at their farm, and they won't have to worry about it impacting their game's performance by having a whole bunch of pallets. Same can happen with respect to bales. Hey guys, if you liked the video, let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the video, and what did you think of the storage pallet mod? Again, 48 chicken, horse, and pig food. This one will hold 48 seed, fertilizer, and lime. And this one will hold 32 pallets of liquid fertilizer and 32 pallets of liquid herbicide. Until next time, guys, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.